mouse and keyboard players, there's very few teams that I know have ran that. I mean, we're talking about like USU Blue a couple years back. I think there's a one, maybe one more team or two.
And we're off now.
We're off now. We're getting straight into this King of the Hill on Lattice. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Lattice, but when played the right way, I think it is a good map. But we're hopping on here with Chief 568138. I mean, that is our.
That's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful. That is our man for one of the top tier names.
And he has snipe. We're immediately on snipe.
You know, got to see some shots here if they want to. And onto Tuco, a no scope onto Tuco. That is a hot start out of Chief.
See how they play. I mean, only one kill on the side of UVU with Pagebot. Now Burnt getting one.
Oh, hits the no scope too. Has a one shot right under him. Gotta use your VR there. Oh well, Dilly's there for the help, but SNU off to a really hot start.
And another no scope. We love no scopes tonight.
We do. I mean, I'm all for no scopes, and UVU's getting some time here on the hill. Hopping back onto Chief here. It's gonna be a Chief type of night if you guys can't tell. But you know, hot start out of Electrics, 4-1. But UVU's getting a really strong hold here to open this game to kind of combat SNU's strong start. Dilly with a pick with the Commando. I mean, I feel like I've been seeing the Commando in use more and more as the game gets older. I mean, we are in the end of the life cycle. But that is a strong weapon.
I mean, just thinking back on like how Lucid used to use it, a lot of people are trying to adapt to that Lucid play style with the Commando. And I mean, SNU, they had a good setup at the beginning of that hill, and they've just they blundered it, and UVU is now in the lead.
Yeah, Tuco with a triple kill to solidify that hill for the side of UVU. Kind of bouncing back from that slow start that UVU had with only one kill to open the map up. And Tuco kind of taking his chows here, kind of getting a little aggressive with his chows. I mean, you know, playing with him and playing against him in eights, I know he's not one person you want to chow. And he's currently getting double chowed, one by Chief, takes down Chief, fighting T-Baller, but T-Baller gets the best of him at the moment. And it's looking like a good break out of the side of SNU. Gonna get some hill time here. And I feel like this is a fairly even match at the moment.
I 100% agree. You got Electric slaying out, and you got Dilly who's slaying out on the other side. And two like slow pace, or like players that are not really at that same pace are Pagebot and Chief and Oak Assassin, who seem to have a slower start. But Dilly, 9 kills leading the lobby. He is 9-2 right now, just absolutely frying.
Yeah, I mean, as you're saying, like, you have a little bit of the two players that are quite up the pace with the other team. But I feel like when it comes to this match, you have Dilly and Tuco, the top two slayers from UVU. Electra's being the top slayer from SNU. I feel like SNU needs another one of its players to kind of step up, to kind of have that 2v2 in the slaying category, to kind of make this a competitive game. Because if you let these two guys on UVU get hot, it's going to be a short but long night for the side of SNU. And Paytubot hitting the snipe on the T-Baller, getting the break onto getting the pick for SNU, trying to get the break here. Looks like he knows exactly where Chief is, just waiting for him to come back. Gets the nade on him, gets the no-scope, and it's looking like a strong break for the side of UVU.
He gets the hit marker. Well, he's playing Ring Around the Rosie.
Electric's doing good, trying to buy his team some time, but it's still looking like a break.
Tuco's just looking, or Dilly, I mean, is just looking absolutely unkillable. He's 11-2 still, completely dominating. Just looks like an absolute titan on the map. I mean, you look at his Instagram and he's posting reel after reel about him hitting clips. So, I mean, he might be hitting clips on you tonight.
Yeah, and I feel like one of the unsung heroes of UVU from last year, Paytubot, is, you know, showing up tonight, being that third slayer for UVU, kind of making it easy for UVU in terms of like breaking these hills and getting picks, and kind of just being the extra guy for them tonight. So definitely one of the unsung heroes from last year. Showed up at LAN, kind of balled out, helped them get to that second place finish last year. So it's going to be very interesting to see if he can continue it tonight. And Burnt getting some good damage onto the SNU player. Gets some help from Tuco, of course. But Tuco here trying to...
An electric. Oh,
Tuco for the win. Gets the stick.
gets the
Tuco,
stick.
another triple kill for the side of Tuco. To
Wow.
claim another hill. That's 2 triple kills and 2 hills for Tuco. Man, is this guy goated.
And I mean, Electric started hot, but he's slowed down a good amount. And I mean, he's keeping pace with the likes of Tuco. But I mean, it's hard to keep up with Dilly right now when you're not really getting much help on the side of the slaying category. So you kind of have to feel for Electric here. But I mean, Dilly and Tuco, they're just dominating on the map.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like when you don't have that second Slayer to kind of take the pressure off of your team, it's very hard to, keep the ball rolling. So definitely getting outslayed and kind of getting almost outmanned makes it extremely difficult for Electrics to kind of keep it going. So feel for him in some type of way. Hopefully one of his teammates can, start turning up and get hot before this game 2 Slayer, because at the moment UVU is outslaying SNU
By a large margin.
A large margin. And Dilly with the snipe.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see it. Oh,
Maybe you do, because he has missed 3 shots in a row.
he did get a plank on that one. He got a hit marker.
Oh,
and
Oak with a 2-piece. Oak with a 2-piece.
Oak is heating up a little bit. I have noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, Oak is usually one of the other players on this team that kind of, is helping out in the slaying department.
Yeah, and that second Slayer.
Maybe just a slow start to the map. I mean, like I said, I'm not a big fan of this map, but
maybe a rough warm up.
Maybe a rough warm up where we're all college, they're all college students, so maybe coming in from class or work, whatever may be going on.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can heat up before the Slayer. I mean, I personally would want to see that a little bit more.
I'd love to see that.
Because you're currently down 3-0 in the lattice, and you don't have that much time on this hill, and you're still kind of getting outslayed. Not really able to keep more than 3 players up at a time is the trend I'm seeing with SNU. So hopefully they can start flipping that narrative, which they seem to be attempting to do now.
They have the power positions. They're just not in hill right now.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a big thing that can happen with these teams, is that they feel like they have the power positions and they just kind of forget about the objective, which it can happen when you start to black out on these maps and focus on the kills and try to get slayed, especially when you're getting outslayed. And Tuco
and you get an overkill.
With an overkill. Oh my God,
Tuco, we weren't even like worried about Tuco right there, and he just pops it over like it's just your regular Wednesday.
Yeah, this is just a normal day for Tuco in the office, man. I mean, he's just triple kill, securing the hill, popping the overkill. Like this is his game, and UVU's close to capping this last point for this map number 1. So hopefully they might be taking some time trying to get the guns hot, trying to ride momentum in this game 2. But we'll see what transpires when the rest of UVU comes up. But looks like Oak Session is starting to heat up, so making it a little bit easier on Electrics to keep up his game and kind of keep SNU alive in this map so far. So we'll see what happens. Electric getting the pick on the Tuco, but Pay2Bot getting another pick on the Chief and getting a 2-piece on the T-Baller. Good shots out of Pay2Bot, but Electrics is still playing towards time, not allowing UVU to get on. Billy Donut with the pick onto Electrics on me and went flying in the air like Superman to try to take out Oak Assassin, but it doesn't really pay out. It looks like Pay2Bot is still soaking here, able to get a significant amount of time there. Looks like
they stop him just in time. I will say about this hill though that I've noticed is it is a very difficult hill to hold, especially when you're down. And they're looking to hopefully claw back on this hill. They have a decent setup right now. You got T-Baller coming in, and they get it.
Yeah, and Electrics was a big 2-piece, especially getting that snipe onto, I believe, Pay2Bot right there. So Electrics with the snipe here, I mean, this is kind of the momentum you want, but you got to get the right time.
They have the rotation on that. Almost flicks onto Dilly.
And, I mean, the only issue here for SNU is that there's 50 seconds of white time, but they are soaking good time here.
Yeah,
they're
making
really good time. But Oak Assassin falls. They're getting pressure on the T-Baller. And this is just trays galore at the moment. I mean, this is kind of what you wanted to see from the beginning, but looks like SNU is starting to heat up here, giving UVU a little bit of a punch back in the face.
They're not letting that time go white at all. They're making sure that they're on hill. They're making sure that they're getting OBJ, which is massive if they want to claw back into this map 1.
Yeah, and if you're on the side of SNU, you still have 40 seconds to work with, but UVU's on the hill, so they're kind of trolling by not letting that white time take down to put more pressure. But looks like SNU has a good hold here onto this luggage hill. And it looks like they're going to keep soaking, try to capture the hill. And they do, coming within 1 in this map 1. So let's see if SNU can hold.
I mean, just shows how quickly this map has turned around and how competitive it really was. I mean, a few minutes ago we were like, yeah, SNU needs to wake up for map 2. But, I mean, they look pretty awake now. They look like they're keeping it close. Hopefully they can take this next hill and tie up this map.
Yeah, it'll be really difficult right now with 11 seconds on the hill, so you kind of have to be perfect on the side of SNU from here on out. But they were able to get the pick on the Tuco, kind of allow them to soak more time here. So we're going to see how SNU can hold this. I mean, if you're Electras, you kind of want to be as ratty as you can be on this rock right here. You know, like, you're Patrick Star, this is your rock. You know, but he's taking a lot of nades here, getting a lot of damage. But Oak Assassin getting 2 top mid for the side of SNU, kind of helping this hold a lot. And I mean, if he's able to watch this cross here.
Yeah, can they get Tuco here? And they do. That's massive.
That is massive. And
there's nobody close.
And now we have a tied game with 11 seconds left. I mean, this map has completely transpired.
It's completely flipped on its head. I mean, SNU, they got a lot to play for today. I mean, it'd be a massive upset for them to win this map 1 and get the momentum in their favor.
I mean, 100%. If you're on the side of SNU, this is like the perfect case scenario for you after being down 3-0 to start the game and getting extremely outslayed. I mean, now you have Oak Assassin and Electras combined for 50, and then you have Chief with 15, not too far behind, but you also have T-Baller with 12 assists. So he's the guy kind of peppering everybody, getting your comms, getting your info. So this is,
I mean,
completely flipped on his head in OT now.
I've always said this. Damn it, it's a damage game. I mean, if you can get that damage, you can just put in that damage and let your teammates clean up the kills. There's nothing wrong with that. You're contributing. You just might not be getting those kills. It just might just be assists, and there's nothing wrong with that.
There's not. I mean, as long as you're getting damage onto the map and onto the team, and you're able to contribute to those breaks, that's all that really matters. And I mean, this is another big fight out of both teams with the 2v2 basically.
And somehow, what I thought was going to be a UVU control turned out to be an SNU control, and they're looking to isolate Dilly here, get that snipe.
Yeah, they take out Dilly in the back of the map and kind of have control and spawns of this hill right now. And all
they don't have control.
Yeah, they got to make sure Burnt can't keep soaking, and they got him. And now they got to wait for Tuco, who's on the pinch right now. Gets good damage into Tuco here, and he has to back up. He is one shot, allowing SNU to kind of soak. Now they're just holding. Now they have a good hold here. T-Ball, it kind of gives away his life by going out bottom tower. Electrics and an Oak Assassin kind of work together there to get Dilly out of their...
Do they know Tuco's still there?
Looks like they do. Tuco gets the massive win. T-Ball is the only one up, coming from that computer side. But I think someone had eyes on him. Oh, he's still full health. Trying to win the fight on Tuco, but Tuco just kind of takes him out. Dilly, I think, gets the last kill here.
That closes map 1. A big power position as well is having those rocks, and we're off now.
Yeah, and I mean, so, just look at the mini map. I mean, or not the
mini map. I mean, race to snipe.
and they're trusting Tuco to get this by himself, but Chief's just showing that he is a chief. I mean, he gets Tuco.
Absolutely gets cross mapped there, but
I'll give it to Chief. He won his one. You know, he won a hard one against Tuco, but got cross-mapped because it was one shot. And can we see who has snipe? Does Dilly have snipe? I want to see if I hit my bet. Oh, Dilly died, so I came in. I think he had snipe. But, you know...
we hope he had snipe.
I'm going to go with my gun and say that he had snipe. But, you know, it looks like this is a very close start to the map for both sides. I mean, they're just trading and trading. Like, all 4 players have not been up.
I mean, Pay2Bot. I mean, look at Pay2Bot. He's...
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, even then, I mean, that was one of my players to look out for. He started the map off 5-0, and
yeah.
Tuco kind of sliding and punching his way through and getting the trade onto Oak Assassin. So
and getting a double kill somehow, like he always does.
Somehow, some way, he walks away with 2, and I mean, this is a good start for both teams in retrospect. But looks like UVU has the edge for now, and we'll see if that can last as the next set of power-ups are going to be set to come up in a minute or so.
Rocks.
Yep.
Nobody was watching Rocks.
I guess no one had track of Rocks because Dilly just, hit him in the face with it and gets another one. I mean, 2 Rocks, 2 kills. That's the perfect scenario for the side of UVU. Gonna guess the snipe is out or off the map and is out of play. But, I mean, just look at the side of SNU. I mean, Chief is up there in the slaying. I mean, he's come out to play, winning the big one against Tuco to start the map off. Gonna see if the rest of his teammates can follow suit, and it looks like they may be able to. Looks like they're gonna get collapsed on here.
Oh,
Dilly with a big 2-piece.
I mean, if you're SNU, you had a great comeback, but I mean, you really don't want to have to do that again in this map. You don't want to get the deficit too large, so you need to play as a team. They seem a little bit split if you're on the side of SNU.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're on the side of SNU, you had a good start, only down by a team wipe, but now you're down by 14 against UVU. And I mean, looking at the standings, they've only lost 1 map so far out of the matches they have played. So this is going to be a very difficult comeback for the side of SNU, but Oak Assassin gets a strong trade onto Tuco. Pay2Bot also 1 shot on the side of UVU. So it's going to have to be a strong team push out of the side of SNU, and I have to get a good amount of slays, kind of keep UVU rotating. Don't let them get set because things like this will happen. T-Baller kind of losing track of where they're spawning.
No.
And Dilly has the snipe. I mean, this is not what you want. Able to hit a no-scope on the Chief. Gets Chief 1 shot. And
he loves it.
He loves it. Gets it. On the killing frenzy.
On a killing frenzy.
Another one? Another double kill. I mean, just
he's a walking
Dilly.
double kill.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well call him Dilly double kill at this point because he's just walking away with 2 pieces after 2 pieces. Almost gets this. Oh my god, he's just hitting his snipes, and I mean, usually he's rocking kind of the OG combo there with the band or not the band, the BR and the snipe. I mean, Dilly might be unk. He might be unk.
I mean, I remember playing my first season with that, and I remember how bad I was, and we switched over to Bandit, and Clemson got an upgrade, so I ain't gonna complain about that one.
I mean, you get a Division II national championship. I don't think anyone's gonna complain about that.
No, absolutely not. You see Dirty Brains shooting a little straighter, you're not gonna complain about that.
I mean, I felt like a lot of people might have started shooting a little bit straighter with these bandits, but also a lot of people not shooting as straight with the bandits. But it's a good touch. And Dilly kind of trapped in this cave here, getting naded by electrics and the rest of SNU.
If he lives this, I'm gonna be a little shocked, or maybe they just don't realize he's there.
Yeah, I feel like they just didn't know he was there and kind of let Pay2Bot take the space. And I mean, this is the T2P from UVU with Dilly Donut and Tuco, and Pay2Bot kind of being the third supporting cast, kind of being an extra pillar support for these guys and making it easy. I mean, UVU kind of ran away with the lead and kind of haven't really given up that much of the deficit by being up 13 still, 15 now.
Wow.
They're just kind of steamrolling their way. We might be having a steak dinner.
We haven't really touched on Burnt at all, but Burnt's doing his job as well. He's playing a little bit slower than the likes of Dilly or Tuco, but I mean he's putting in damage. He's getting those cleanup kills, and I mean you really can't stop Dilly and Tuco. They're just flying. They are fast.
Yeah, they just go. I feel like they only have 1 speed and it's go. I mean, Burnt was kind of the guy last game that kind of filled the holes that UVU left. I mean, they were focusing on the team kills, so Burnt was the one kind of getting the spawns, kind of hill time. I mean, you can't win King of the Hill without the hill time, so That's always super important. I mean, only 5 kills for the side of UVU needed. 4 now, so we'll see if they get the steak dinner. One kill away from solidifying the steak dinner. Burt trying to solidify it, gets taken out. No steak dinner for UVU tonight. But, you know, still a strong performance from UVU at the moment. And SNU kind of trying to get some slaves back, trying to make it look a little bit more competitive at the end of the day, but 2 kills needed for the side of UVU at the moment. I mean, it's those 3 guys that we talked about, Dilly Donut, Pay2Bot, and Tuco. I mean, they've kind of just had their way with this game.
That trio is scary. You see them, and you got to run the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And there you go, Tuco with the final kill.
Yeah, 50-34 for the side of UVU, and I mean, and camo combination, it's a tough one to beat. I mean, 45 seconds on the camo. You hit your shots on the snipe, it's going to be a short game. We're hopping on here with the GOAT, Chief 568138. And getting an opening pick on the Pay2Bot. And I feel like every time we've opened up with Chief, he's gotten the first blood all 3 maps so far. So got to give Chief his flowers winning the first pick, which is probably one of the most important picks. So looks like UVU starting to score here, but SNU's on to be. Going to have to play for camo here soon, or else it's not going to be pretty for either team.
And who other than Tuco to get active?
I mean,
and he dies with it. I mean, that's a big kill for SNU. Make sure that Tuco can't get away and cause mischief. And looks like Dilly has snipe.
Definitely not what you want to see, but at least he doesn't have camo, and he does end up dropping there. So it looks like the snipe will be in Tuco, which I don't know if that's going to be much better for SNU. As you know, he does get aggressive here, able to get the pick on B. Gets the no-scope on the Oak Assassin. I mean, Tuco's just been that guy. He's been the guy tonight, and I mean, he's a killer. I mean, he's a silent killer. And if you know him, he's funny, and he's also handsome. So, you know, got to give my boy flowers there.
Good gas. We love W gas. I don't personally know Tuco, but I've heard great things about Tuco.
I mean, there's nothing but great things to say about, I mean, all these players on both teams. I mean, they're all very passionate about the game, and they're all, you know, contributing to the success of Chalo. So, love to see that. Hashtag save Halo. But it's looking like a pretty competitive game. Looking like a pretty competitive game here. I mean, it's pretty fairly close, and I mean, getting a little bit of that BR action for all you old heads watching the stream tonight. So, getting a little dope for you guys. And I mean, SNU getting the picks here. I mean, this is pretty good out of them. I mean, this is a tied ball game. And
they have some map control. Hopefully they wonder if they're gonna get overzealous and go to that C point, or they're just gonna stick with A/B hold, which usually is the better thing, especially with these close matches, to not overextend too much.
Yeah, and T-ball goes down, but Oak gets the trade on the Dilly Donut, and it looks like SNU has control of this camo and is gonna get this camo here. Electrics, the guy has been hot for you all night, has the camo, but they're gonna end up challenging this A, which I'm not too sure about this. But they do get the pick. Oh, and I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong. But
Dilly sees camo. I mean, Dilly probably has a sixth sense for camo with how much he plays Halo.
His Dilly senses are tingling. I mean, you know, when you have as many reps and, you know, as much experience in the game as that guy has, you know, he's gonna know how to sniff it out pretty fairly easily. But Electric's being able to play his life. Not sure if he knows there's only one player here on B. Gonna contest it here. Gonna chow Burt in the back. Burt with a big one.
Kind of wish that Electric there grabbed the snipe with the camo, but I mean, I'm dying to see a camo snipe combo.
I mean, that's just free dopamine for any player at that point. So
yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised to see it come up here soon in the next rotation, especially because, you know, SNU does have the lead here, but a big flank coming out of Pay2Bot, getting one pick, but it's getting flanked by Chief. And I mean, Chief has kind of been a silent killer for SNU all night, making plays here and there, and has the snipe here.
I mean,
he's shown up.
Yeah, Chief has definitely shown up. I mean, we highlighted at the beginning of the map, he's gotten every first blood for each map, which is I mean, not super pivotal, but can be pivotal at times. It doesn't really get to do much with that snipe, but Pay2Bot with the snipe. UVU loves just dominating snipe control and having snipe. I feel like both, or well, all 3 maps they've had snipe control for 85% of the map.
Yeah, and I also feel like that UVU has, you know, a couple keyboarders. I mean, Pay2Bot definitely is one. I mean, the way he flicks, and I think Burt may also be one with the way he has. I've seen him flick around with the bandit. So definitely would want to keep that control if you have mouse keyboard players on your team. It makes life a little bit easier. But Pay2Bot kind of having a slow start to this map.
As well as Tuco. Tuco's having a slow start. And on the side of SNU, you got Oak Assassin, who we really wanted to see more from maps 1 and 2, and he's really heated up. And somehow, even with the slow start from Tuco and Pay2, it is UVU with a triple cap. But as I say that, SNU has captured C again, and they're looking to grab B. And Dilly gets backsmacked there, which is big setup for their B capture.
Yeah, 3 dead for the side of UVU is going to allow SNU to get this 2 cap and let the points keep rolling. I mean, this is still a pretty nice lead for the side of SNU, and it's only going to grow here as they're going to flip A and C here. But it looks like power-ups are going to come up soon, and you know how UVU has been with that snipe, so you definitely don't want that to fall in their hands again. If you're on the side of SNU, you want one of your, you know, top guns to grab that for you and kind of put the pressure on the UVU. And a huge win out of T-Baller here. I mean, that is a perfect 5er right there. That kind of gave me some dopamine. But, you know, another great hold out of the side of SNU. And, I mean, they're just holding these power positions pretty well right now.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They're holding just their corners. They're making sure that they're playing together, making sure they're getting those trades when someone might not hit that last shot, but it's really big setup here. And Oak Assassin with the snipe. Can he get it on Dilly? And he does.
I mean, it wasn't pretty, but, you know, he hit it, and that's
I mean,
important part.
Dilly got a taste of his own medicine with how much he's controlled snipe there.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you're on the side of SNU, that's kind of what you want. You want to hit that one shot to get the pick rolling. But Tuco, I mean, Tuco with another double kill here. And it looks like Electra's going to try to flip C. Hopefully he doesn't get picked off by Pay2Bot with this snipe. And, ooh, playing with fire there, Oak. I mean, I'm not sure if you want to chow that at the moment. But SNU picking up C. The lead is starting to close, but it's still around an 80-point lead for the side of SNU.
If SNU can't close on A, it might get dangerous here for that lead of theirs.
Yeah, and I mean, Dilly with a perfect 5 onto Electrics and kind of opening it up for UVU. But this is not what you want to see for the side of SNU. I mean, as soon as you start getting picked and start, you know, getting rotated off spawn, it's going to be really hard to kind of get your feet and kind of regain from that momentum of UVU. So we're going to see if SNU's able to get this break onto one of these points and, you know, kind of get scoring again, because you definitely don't want to be always rotating against UVU, because it would make your life pretty difficult.
I mean, they are putting them in a trap here. They're making their lives very, very difficult by forcing that rotation. But they look to be stabilizing a little bit. As I say that, Pay2Bot wins a massive 1v1. And they're going to be able to get on B, secure B, and get a perfect from Pay2Bot. Pay2Bot just absolutely destroyed. And they're back on the trip cap. They love trip capping. They absolutely love it. I thought he stuck him there, but he did not.
Might have gotten away with one right there. I mean, I feel like that phased through him a little bit, but, you know, UVU is getting really close to closing this gap here. I mean, getting it within 40 points now and just keeping SNU on their toes. And, I mean, we pointed out that slow start by Tuco at the beginning of the map, but, I mean, look at Tuco now leading his team with 17 kills and really turning up the gas there for the side of UVU. But I just mean, UVU just has SNU just on their heels right now and just keeping them rotating. And not really allowing them to get a hold here. Looks like they're going to try to go for a B break. Pay-2-bot with a big win onto and a huge snipe on a T-baller. I mean, holy slam! His skull just hit the ground hard. But T-baller trying to get another.
Try to get the flick.
Does not get the flick, unfortunately.
And I mean, Dilly with
the snipe.
I mean, Dilly and snipe is like peanut butter and jelly. They just go together, apparently.
Well, it depends which. Are we talking grape jelly or strawberry jelly?
I mean, personally, I'm a grape guy.
Ooh, personally, I'm a strawberry guy. This might. All right, we might set off the Twitch chat with that one, but I don't think it beats beef jerky being a steak. If you know, you know. But we'll leave it like that. But I mean, this is a really strong comeback for UVU. I mean, you were down 90 points at one point, so just being able to get this cap, kind of shooting at air with the snipe. I mean, gotta center it a little bit better. But 2 caps for the side of UVU. Dilly just has barely missed with the snipe tonight, and I mean, that is not what you want to see for the side of SNU, as it looks like another triple cap coming in for the side of UVU, and they're rolling now. I mean, this is going to be really hard to break. I mean, we've talked about it. Like, as soon as they get rolling, it is really hard to stop. And I mean, Tuco kind of leading the way with those 20 kills of his own, and it's been a Tuco kind of night.
I mean, sneaking under the radar is Oak Assassin with 22. I mean, he's trying his best right now, but UVU's looking like they're crafting to this win. They look like they want this third map and end this in a 3-0.
Yeah, and I mean, if UVU's to win this one here, I believe that may solidify them as the 4th seed for playoffs, pending the rest of the matches that do have to come. But this is gonna mix up the playoff picture quite a way. As we come to the end of the season, we have the rest of the matches coming up later this week, and maybe a few tiebreakers. I mean, everyone's gonna have to stay tuned and check out the tiebreakers. But SNU's starting to score again. I mean, this is a good scenario for them. You're able to get the break onto UVU, get a pick, but you immediately go 3 down, and you kind of just got to hold on to B with your life. I mean, you kind of got to buy your teammates time, allow them to get to you, and Oak does just that by getting a pick. Gets Tuco one shot, but there is no one from the side of
just
SNU.
The triple cap again.
The triple cap coming from the side of UVU, but an instant double cap coming from SNU. But Pay-2-bot takes out Chief, able to cap A. And I mean, I think we're in the winding seconds of map number 3 and the series for tonight, as UVU has a stronghold onto B and onto A. But SNU onto A, we got to pick on a Pay-2-bot. 2 go down for the side of UVU. Dilly Donut with the snipe, though. I mean, that has been the story tonight with these 3 maps. SNU with a last-second effort to get the win. I mean, Tuco
so close.
Tuco winning a big one. I mean, at UVU back on an A. I mean, 3 points to go. But SNU back onto B. I mean, I feel like they're stopping the clock.
They're like, wait, hold on. We can win this.
We're not done. I mean,
we won a map 4.
I know No More Madness just ended, but like, we could tone it down with these buzzer beater stops. You know what I mean?
They love them. They can't get enough of them.
Camo, we got a camo play with the stick onto electrics. I mean, that is just a smart IQ play out of Dilly Donut. I mean, the experience shows there. Chief getting a pick with the snipe onto Tuco, but and 1 point to go.
That's just game.
That would be map. I mean, that was a really strong showing from SNU. I feel like that is the best they have looked all night. And I mean,